You know, Dakota, a superstar. What is up, Fiat? You're the next big thing, Dave. Yeah, look at your board. Great to see you, Fiat. Strong woman, good girl. Fucking awesome. Great to see you. Great to finally meet you. Love it, love it. What's the crack? What are we up next? Oh, yeah, now I'm walking myself in. Look, as superstar right here, 100%. Love it, bro. Look how the great to see you, Fiat. Cheers. Hello, mate. How you doing? Nice to meet you, man.
Who's your dream opponent?
A dream opponent would maybe be Shevchenko. Even though I look up to her a lot, I still want to be in her position and be able to beat someone like her. So yeah.
I've had to change a lot, and obviously I've been taught a lot since coming to American Top Team. You know, they've kind of turned me into an MMA fighter rather than just a striker, you know, which I think is super important. I can't just go my whole career relying on my striking. I've got to be able to switch it up. And I think having the good team around me to kind of put different aspects of my game together has kind of leveled up my striking at the same time. So even though, you know, my mom gave me these great genes and taught me my whole career, the added, you know, input from American Top Team has kind of just leveled it up as well.
Conor McGregor just needed 6 words to shake the entire MMA world. 6 words that could change the future of women's MMA forever. And he said them about Dakota Ditcheva, not about Ronda, not about Amanda Nunes, not even about Valentina Shevchenko. No, McGregor looked Dakota in the eyes and called her a superstar. Think about it. This is the same Conor McGregor who built the UFC into a global empire. The same Conor who called his shots against Aldo Eddie Khabib. And now he's looking at Dakota Ditcheva and saying, "You're the next big thing. Superstar. 100%. In McGregor's world, that's not small talk. That's a prophecy."
Your body work was impeccable tonight. I mean, you tore up her calf. She had the scratches and everything on it after a couple kicks, and you basically dropped her with some body shots there. How does it feel to, like, you know, just know that your striking is good in all aspects?
Yeah, I feel like you know, I'm still learning with my striking and kind of figuring myself out, and like, you know, that's like I have had a body shot stoppage before, but I'm kind of just like getting used to different tools and like getting different finishes, which is really exciting for me. You know, I feel like I've got still so much to learn. Everyone goes on about my striking all the time and how good I am, and I appreciate what they say, but I still feel like I have so much to improve on still. So if people are saying, you know, good things about my striking now, imagine in a few more years when I've stuck in the gym and kept working hard and keep coming up with stuff like this.
So, first place, first round finish. Would you say this went exactly as planned?
Yeah, I would say so. But I mean, I think some of the other girls have done just as good, you know. So it'd be interesting to see how the table plays out now and who I face next.
Were you surprised it wasn't stopped sooner? I know you had her in a very bad spot right before the stoppage there.
Fair play to her, yeah, she got back up after the first body shot and I sank it in, like I felt it straight away, so I'm not surprised that she went down. But she got back up and kept going, but obviously the second time around she couldn't.
So it was announced tonight, I don't know if you know, but your next fight will be in Connecticut on June 13th. I wanted to ask, what are your thoughts on that?
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Connecticut? I've heard that word before, but I've not really heard much about it.
All right.
But I mean, I just feel very privileged to be like traveling to different states in America. You know, this opportunity for me is really exciting, and you know, if I wasn't doing a sport like this, I wouldn't be, you know, presented with opportunities like that to visit different states. So, I mean, to me, it's a bonus to go any state. I'm excited. Yeah.
And he's not wrong. Dakota is 15-0 undefeated. 15 wins, 14 knockouts, 10 of them in the first round. She's not just winning, she's breaking bodies. Ask Lisa Malden, who literally said, "Dakota ended my career." Dakota isn't just fighting, she's ending eras. And now fans are asking the question nobody wants to say out loud. Could Dakota Ditcheva be the one to kill Valentina Shevchenko's legacy? The Bullet has ruled women's flyweight for nearly a decade, but she's older, slower, and Dakota's body shots, they've crumbled everyone she touches.
Digging deep for sure.
If Valentina couldn't survive Alexa Grasso, how the hell is she surviving dangerous Dakota?
We're going to have a UFC fight. We're going to have a UFC fight. Think of this on the grounds of the White House. We have a lot of land there. We're going to build a little, we're not. Dana's going to do it. Dana's great, one of a kind. Going to have a UFC fight, championship fight, full fight, like 20, 25,000 people. And we're going to do that as part of 250 also. We're going to have some incredible events, some professional events, some amateur events. But the UFC fight's going to be a big deal, too.
And here's where it gets controversial. Conor McGregor knows Dana White is looking for the next female megastar. Ronda's gone. Nunes is retired. Valentina is aging. And Dakota? She's undefeated. She's violent. And she's marketable as hell. The UFC is desperate for that next face of women's MMA. Now imagine this. Dakota Ditcheva versus Valentina Shevchenko, not just in Vegas, but at the White House UFC event. Dana White is teasing. Tell me that doesn't blow up the entire sport. McGregor's words carry weight. When he called himself the champ, it happened. When he predicted knockouts, they happened. And now he said it about Dakota Ditcheva. 6 words that may define the next decade. You're the next big thing, baby. So here's the real question. Is Dakota Ditcheva about to become the female Conor McGregor? Or is this just hype before she runs into a bullet named Valentina? One thing's for sure. When Conor McGregor calls you a superstar, the world better listen. Because history tells us he's usually right.
Yeah, Conor McGregor follows me on Twitter. Like, I was told that as well the other day by my brother's friend. So, you know, things like that are like massive.
Dakota, a superstar. What is up, Fiat? You're the next big thing, baby. Look up your nose. Great to see it, Fiat.
Dakota Ditcheva just dropped a fucking bombshell, and the MMA world is spinning. Conor McGregor tried to pull her to the UFC. Dana White's been sniffing around, and fans thought it was a done deal. But nope, Dakota just shut the door and lit the fuse on a full-blown PFL versus UFC war.
That was digging deep for sure. Santos is in big trouble. She's in big trouble. Dakota Ditcheva to the body again for a championship.
She's 15-0-12 finishes, the face of the PFL, the poster on their billboards, the star in their promos, the main event fighter. They push harder than anyone. And here's where it gets controversial. PFL didn't even put her in this year's tournament. The reigning champion sidelined. Why? Politics, matchmaking nightmares, and a looming UFC threat.
You're the next big thing, baby. Look up your nose.
At BKFC 71, Conor McGregor, yes. The Conor spotted Dakota, hugged her, and told her to her face, "You're the next big thing, baby." Social media exploded. Fans started tagging Dana White. UFC hype accounts called her the future of the flyweight division. People thought this was the start of a UFC fast-track signing. But that's when Dakota's curveball hit.
I'm just like, get me anything, literally. But like you said, you know, it was kind of, it's hard. I get it's hard for PFL. You know, they've put all the girls in the tournament, and then now they need to find someone that's going to kind of give me a good competition. They can't give me someone that's, you know, just kind of signed to the PFL and not really had that much experience, because it doesn't make sense. I've just beat Santos very easily. I think that's another thing that I have to understand is, like, if I'd had a 5-round war with Santos, there would have been a few more people in there that would have been more of a match. But
instead of chasing UFC gold or riding McGregor's cosign into the octagon, she said no. Dakota confirmed she's staying in the PFL. In her own words, "I'm gutted. I haven't had anything just yet. Get me anything. Literally, I left it up to PFL whether they were going to put me in it or not. And now she's booked for July's PFL Champion Series card. No opponent yet, but one thing's for sure, she's not leaving." Here's what nobody's saying out loud. Dakota Ditcheva is PFL's biggest weapon in the women's market. Losing her to the UFC? That's not just losing a fighter. That's losing your brand identity. And Dana White knows it. That's why rumors of a massive UFC offer have been swirling. But if Dakota walks, PFL loses its golden child. PFL founder Don Davis reportedly sat down with Dakota, and let's be real, this wasn't just a welcome back meeting, this was a name your price conversation. If she stays, she remains the queen of the division. If she leaves, PFL's women's flyweight scene collapses overnight. This isn't just about Dakota Ditcheva anymore. This is UFC versus PFL in plain sight. We've seen poaching wars before, but with Conor McGregor publicly backing her Dana White willing to throw bags of cash and the PFL digging in their heels, this could turn into the nastiest fighter tug of war in years. This isn't just about Dakota Ditcheva anymore. This is UFC versus PFL in plain sight. We've seen poaching wars before, but with Conor McGregor publicly backing her Dana White willing to throw bags of cash and the PFL digging in their heels, this could turn into the nastiest fighter tug of war in years.
Dakota, a superstar. What is up, Priya? You're the next big thing, Dave. Look what you're going. Great to see it, Priya. Strong woman, good girl. Fucking awesome. Great to see it. Great to find you. Love it, love it. What's the fact? What are we next? Yeah, now I'm walking myself in. Look, as superstar right there. 100.
Conor McGregor just crowned a new queen, and it's not a UFC fighter. It's Dakota Ditcheva. The Notorious himself said it. You're the next big thing, sweetheart. That's not hype. That's a fucking prophecy. And if you've been sleeping on Dakota, wake the hell up. Because this 27-year-old British assassin just sent another undefeated fighter straight to the ER, and she's coming for every woman in the UFC.
Back elbow, and now a left hand. And she's
Let's talk about what Dakota just did to Sumiko Inaba. This wasn't a fight. It was a slow-motion execution. Clinch, dominated elbows, surgical knees, F-King brutal, 3 rounds one-sided destruction, and Inaba wasn't some can. She was 8-1, 2 wins in a row. Real threat. But Dakota made her look like a local amateur. Now rewind. You've got Conor McGregor, the most famous MMA fighter in the world, saying, "This, you're a strong woman, fucking awesome. Next big thing." That's not just respect. That's McGregor handpicking his successor. And guess what? Dakota didn't flinch, didn't fangirl. She said, PFL are working on something. I'm cooking. Let them get ready. I'm about to blow this whole shut up. This woman is 15-0. She already wrecked Tyla Santos, a former UFC title challenger. She's not ducking the UFC, she's baiting them. UFC wants a viral female star? Here's one. Undefeated, unmatched, undeniable. And now she's stuck doing PFL super fights while the UFC women's flyweight division is straight up bleeding. Why hasn't Dana signed Dakota? Because when she walks in, she's not just coming to fight. She's coming to end careers. McGregor knows it. The fans know it. Even her opponents know it the moment they feel her in the clinch. Give her Valentina, give her Aaron, fuck it, give her Amanda. Dakota wants smoke, and she's bringing an arson kit. She's not joining the UFC to climb the ladder, she's there to burn it down. So let me ask you, if Dakota Ditcheva walked into the UFC right now, who the hell beats her? Drop a name in the comments, I dare you, because when Conor McGregor says you're the next big thing, he means you're about to take over this whole F-King sport. Dakota Ditcheva, remember the name. Because her next fight might be the start of a reign no one is ready for. No one. Dakota Ditch-freaking-Eva just dropped the truth bomb nobody saw coming. Crying in the cage after another dominant win. And no, it wasn't joy. It was frustration. It was pain. And it was a warning to the UFC. I'm stuck.
Even though I look up to her a lot, I still want to be in her position and be able to beat someone like her. So
you could fight any female right now. Who would you want to go with?
Valentina Shevchenko right now. I want to be at the top.
This is legacy versus legacy to be. Valentina is one of the most well-rounded fighters in MMA history. She reads opponents like code, downloads your game in real time, and exploits the first bug she finds. Dakota? She's got that unorthodox rhythmic striking that could actually throw Valentina off early. Long knees, feints, switch kicks from odd angles. But here's where Reggie gets real. Dakota still needs more 5-round reps. Her pace can dip late, and Valentina is the queen of championship round adjustments. Still, imagine a fully dialed in Dakota with sharpened counter wrestling and championship caliber cardio on point. If she dethrones Shevchenko, especially by spectacular knockout, it wouldn't just be an upset. It would catapult Dakota into instant superstardom and turn her into a household name overnight. We're talking late show appearances, global endorsements, the works. That's the rocket ship moment everyone's waiting on, and it would stamp her GOAT application in permanent ink.